There is an effort underway to make Colorado the 6th state to allow doctors to prescribe medication so terminally ill patients can end their life.
Denver 7 reporter Lance Hernandez is learning about this effort. And Lance, the new proposal is similar to one that failed in the legislature last year.
Eric, last year's legislation didn't even make it out of committee, both Democrats and Republicans expressing concern. Among them, who all might have access to the terminally ill patient's physician-prescribed end-of-life medication.
He knew he was going to die, and he was not afraid of dying. He was afraid of how he was going to die.
He was afraid of the suffering that accompanies a diagnosis.
Elaine and Julie Salzberg say their father, Charles, suffered greatly before dying of ALS. In a letter to the Denver Post, Mr. Salzberg wrote that his disease advanced so rapidly he didn't have time to draw up a bucket list. Last year's bill died in committee. This year, they're tweaking it, and they've changed the name to the End of Life Options Act.
We have the same goals as we had a year ago, to give comfort, both physical and psychological, to people at the end of life.
To be eligible, patients must be at least 18 years old, in the final stages of terminal illness, of sound mind, must take the medicine by themselves, and must make 2 oral requests, separated by a 15-day waiting period, and a 3rd written request signed by 2 witnesses. Some lawmakers, like Representative Lois Landgraf, don't believe end-of-life medication should be an option.
We know teens especially are prone to sampling what's in that medicine cabinet. They take them to what's called a farm party.
Landgraf says someone in the terminally ill patient's family could end up taking medication that they don't realize could be fatal. And the bill's sponsor told me that the 2016 proposal would require doctors to counsel patients about storage and disposal of that medication. The Salzberg family told me they support the proposal as long as all other medical options have run their course. In Denver, Lance Hernandez, Denver 7.
And right now, there are 4 states in the U.S. that have assisted suicide laws. Montana, Washington, Vermont, and Oregon all have some sort of assisted suicide law. And you'll remember this issue came to the forefront last year when a very sick Brittany Maynor moved from her home in California, where aid in dying is not an option, to Oregon, where it has been legal for years. And Maynard died November 1st of last year.